In part 1, we built the foundation by shading the bodice and skirt. Now let's take the same shading logic and apply it to ruffles. If you haven't watched the bodice and skirt shading yet, you can find the link in the description. First, I'll start with a shadow tone. Let's create a new layer. Pick color 1 and name this layer 1. We'll focus on the line drawing areas first. This part will be in shadow because it lies behind the peak area of the ruffle. Next, I'm gonna add shadows on the gathers. And again, I'll also add shadow in the valleys between the peaks because those areas receive less light. Then I'll run a thin line of shadow along the hem to show the thickness of the fabric. Now I'm gonna apply shadows on the wrong side of the fabric too. Finally, I'll softly blend the shadow into the remaining areas. Now let's move on to highlights. I'll create a new layer. Switch to color 2. I'm gonna place highlights mostly on the peaks because those are the areas catching the most light. I'll also add a tiny amount of highlights near some valley areas just to keep the transition soft. Now let's reduce the brush size and apply the thin highlight along the hemline to make it look crisp and dimensional. Next, I'll move the flower pattern layer above the ruffle shading layers. I'm going to duplicate the pattern layer and reduce the opacity. Then erase the pattern in the deeper shadow areas, especially in the valleys and on the gathers. These ruffles still need more depth, so I'll jump back to the shadow layer and pick color 1 again. Let's apply some shadows over here too. This part should be in shadow, so I'll go back to the flower pattern layer and erase it. Now it looks way more 3D. Now let's do the final polish. If you look closely, you can see faint line work from the base color layer. First, I'm going to clean that up on the bodice. So let's move the bodice line drawing layer above the base color layer. Then I'll go to Hue, Saturation, Brightness and turn the brightness up to 100%. Now you can see the line work disappears. If I turn this layer off, you'll see them again. Now I'm going to repeat the same steps for the ruffles. Let's move the line drawing layer above the base color layer. Then go to Hue, Saturation and Brightness and turn the brightness all the way up. This way we can hide the line work and make the dress look cleaner. I'll do the same for the skirt. Move the line drawing layer above the base color layer. Then set the brightness to the max. After that, I'll do one final pass. I'll add a little more shadow and highlight to give extra depth. And that's it! With just a few tones and the right order, you can make your dress illustrations dimensional and polished. Once you nail this order, you can repeat the process on any dress design. Now you don't need to guess anymore. You can build the form step by step. We started with shadows first, then highlights, then adjusting the pattern to match the light source. So here's what I want you to do next. Shade one dress using this exact method, then try 3 or more to get comfortable with a basic shading technique. If you want more guided practice, you can also find links to my other tutorials in the description. If you want to go farther, my ebook From Ugly Drawings to Beautiful Dresses lays out a clear order to practice. It includes my full shading checklist, a dress-first approach, and a 365+ day practice plan. This keeps you consistent and helps you improve way faster than bouncing around random tutorials. The link is in the description. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I'll see you in the next lesson.